This is a secret video. No one is supposed to know about it. Classified information, specially designed and recorded to give you a better comprehension of English. And today we're talking about 3 words, small ones that are very, very important in English, but that can cause some sort of confusion among speakers. Some, any, and no. Shall we start with some? Well, some is used for indefinite quantity, when we don't have a specific number of something. So we can use some information, some people, with both countable and uncountable nouns. Some is not specific, right? Some is always used in affirmative sentences when we want to state an information. So, some people speak English better than others because they practice more and they are more confident. So some people speak English better than others. Who are these people? I don't know. How many people? No clue. So some is an indefinite determiner. Later on, we'll be discussing what determiners are, okay? Well, so some will be used in affirmative sentences. Now, we also have any, which is commonly used in negative sentences and interrogative ones. I'll give you some examples. There isn't anything difficult about English. You just have to give it a try, practice, and I'm sure that you will become fluent. As I said before, we can also use any in interrogative sentences or questions. Is there any language easier to speak than English? I don't think so. So, in this situation, is there any language easier to speak? So, I'm asking you a question. I'm going to use any. Now, we can also use no to make affirmative sentences with a negative idea. So, no language is easier than English. Take a look at it. So in this sentence, I have an affirmative one. No language is better than English. Sorry, no language is easier and also better than English. And notice that no, in this case, will give my sentence a negative idea. No is commonly used in affirmative sentence to give them a negative idea every time you want to emphasize, to give more emphasis to your idea. Because if it's not the case, you may use any in a negative construction. For example, there isn't any language easier to speak than English. No place is better than home. Or in the negative, we can also say there aren't any better places than my home, than our home. Okay? And as I was saying at the beginning of the video, determiners are words such as numbers, quantifiers, that give more information, that give specification or quantity to nouns. Think about it. I may tell you cell phone, the word cell phone. And if I just tell you cell phone, that does not make much sense. Now, if I tell you my cell phone, you will be more sure which cell phone I'm talking about. So, my cell phone, being mine, a possessive adjective, but also a determiner because it determines which cell phone I'm talking about. Or I can also tell you 2 cell phones. In that case, I use 2, which is a number, but it is also a determiner of quantity. And in the same way, some, any, and no will also be determiners. However, they are determiners that make the noun less specific because they talk about indefinition, not about definition. For instance, we can say people or a lot of people, determiner of quantity, 3 people, quantity 2, or we can say some people. That is an indefinite quantity, but somehow it also adds more information to the noun people. Got it? Time to practice.
Believe it or not, Bob, some people enjoy serving.
Now, I know you've had some problems.
Any problems this week?
Nope.
Swear.
They still haven't made any decisions on the show.
And there are no people here.
Of course, there's no problem here.